Macy Gray is getting heat for saying that just because you switch your gender, get a surgery, it doesn't make you a woman. Now she's getting canceled for it. There's only one question that I really have for this video. We have the definition, but for some of you in the trans community, what is a woman?
What's up? This is Method Man right here. Yes, I have a mask on because I care. Welcome to Jody's Corner.
YouTube was good. It's your boy Jody Joe. Welcome to Jody's Corner. This is going to be hot, but I'm Jody Joe. I feel like I can handle this. I could do this. There's too many straight men out there who are afraid to even make videos about trans, gay, anything like that without coming off or even being accused of being a homophobe. There's nothing that you could do about people accusing you of being a homophobe, but if you would disagree with some of the rhetoric that's being said, you're going to be called a homophobe regardless. We just have to learn to just understand that we're going to be called homophobe just for disagreeing or even asking questions. Just questioning the situation of how this LGBTQ movement actually works and what constitutes being a man or a woman, it's enough to get us in trouble. But me, I feel like because I know that I don't have hate for anybody in the LGBTQ community, I don't have hate for anybody who's trans, black, gay, Asian, bi, all that shit, right? I feel like I'm confident enough that I can make this video. And I would like to give a special shout out to Conscious TV, who's a great dude. He's a friend of mine who also has a YouTube channel. I was watching his coverage based on this notion. Here's his channel here. Conscious TVs is spelled just like that. CONCIOZ-TV. Check him out. Make sure you go check. I'll put the link to his channel below. He's in there. He was in there with a trans woman and a gay man and a cis black woman, and they were having a heated discussion about this topic. And I noticed that the trans woman was very aggressive, was very closed off, and was really nasty and being mean and lashing out and not really trying to have that conversation. Shout out to my dog Conscious Man, because he's been the one that's been educating me with a lot of the ways that we need to, like, about learning the names and the words and understanding and kind of opening up your mind to the opposite of how trans people and how gay people and how people feel. You know, Conscious being a gay black man. Macy Gray. It all starts with what Macy Gray said. Y'all remember Macy Gray? Y'all was shy, boss. You a punk bitch and this cop. You gonna kill me, boss? You a rookie. Remember her from Training Day? Yeah. That's her. Here's what got her in trouble. She says, I will say this, everybody gonna hate me, but as a woman, just because you go change your body parts doesn't make you a woman. Sorry, I know that for a fact. If you want to call me, if you want me to call you a her, I will, because that's what you want. But that doesn't make you a woman just because I call you a her and just because you got surgery. Piers Morgan was like, yo, wait a minute now. J.K. Rowling kind of said some of the same things with the trans community, and they coming for her. They tried to cancel her. What do you say about that? She says, but what I'm saying is the truth. And I don't think you should be called transphobic just because you don't agree with, there's a lot of judgment and throwing stones at people for just saying what it is. And that is enough for a lot of people to come out and call out Macy Gray and say, she ain't nothing, you ain't this, you ain't that, blah, blah, blah. But the truth of the matter, and even in the Conscious video, there was accusations from the trans woman saying that black women don't support trans. That is a lie. If I could name one race of women that support the LGBTQ movement and let them in and make them feel like they're home, it's been the black women. They've been most open to the LGBTQ community, in my opinion. So I just feel like the rhetoric of, why are you upset with what Macy Gray said? She came out today to clarify some of her statements. She says, look, I don't hate anyone. I don't. My statement on Piers Morgan was grossly misunderstood. I don't hate anyone. I respect everyone's right to feel comfortable in their bodies and live with their own truth. She said right here, I define a woman as a human being with boobs and a vagina. The whole he, she, they pronoun uses is getting a little confusing. And you can say that again, Macy Gray. You can say that again. I had to write this down because there was a gay man in Conscious video. He said that, because what I said is, so if you're a trans woman, means you were born a male and you are transitioning into female, so you want to be called a woman, does that mean that you're a male woman? That makes you a male woman. Because I flipped the script, because if you're trying to promote me, you're trying to tell us you're a woman, right? Okay, you're a woman, but the trans women say female and woman are different. That's what was in that video from Conscious. The trans person said a female and a woman are different. And that lines up perfectly with why people are attacking Macy Gray for that. Because people are saying that, Macy Gray, you're wrong, because being a woman doesn't mean that you are female. You don't have to have a vagina to be a woman. That's the point here. And that's where the disconnect is. And that's where the logic runs away and flees. So I'm going to break this bad boy down. And I'm going to show you guys just how confusing and almost laughable the situation is. So if you are born a male and they acknowledge that they're biologically male, but then they transition into a woman, they're not claiming to transition from male to female. So this black trans woman said, I'm not saying that I'm a female. I'm saying I'm a woman. And you need to understand that woman is an identity. It's how you see yourself and all this other stuff. And in my mind, I'm like, how? Because I'm like, you cannot be a woman without being female. That's my logic. You cannot be a woman without being female. Being female is a prerequisite of being a woman. Like being a male is a prerequisite of being a man. But they say no. No, it's not. No, they tried the LGBTQ, the T in LGBTQ, the trans community is separating female and woman, and they've divided and split those, and they're only saying woman. I want to be known as a woman, but no, you can't do that. That's not fair, and it's not right. And I just wanted to educate myself. I look at the dictionary. What is a woman? Let's see what the dictionary says a woman is. Whoa! First sentence. A woman is an adult female human. Female. You have to be a female to be a woman. This is the science of it. Prior to adulthood, a female human is referred to as a girl. Women inherit a pair of X chromosomes from their parents. Look, women. It says it right there. But then they were trying to. But then they said, "Oh, don't go to the dictionary. Dictionary is full of stuff." First of all, we live in a society. These words are the definition of the English language that we have been going by, and some of them are backed by science. Woman is backed by science. It is a female, and this is where I don't want to call it mental illness. I want to call it just the unbridled nature to defend their own self. I want to be a woman so bad. Social media is telling me that I could be a woman. Well, they dig it, I'm a woman, but you're not. Factually, you're not. I'll call you a woman. I'll call you a her, ma'am, what's up, sexy boo, mama, hey, what's up? I'll call you whatever you want to make you feel good, and make you feel part of this society that we live in. But when it comes down to the facts of the matter, if someone says, Jody, for $100,000, is that a man or a woman? Alex Trebek, that's a woman. I mean, it's a man. What? I'm sorry, I need this back. When it comes down to the facts, when it comes down to talking about what's real and what's true, y'all are not women. And this is not even me saying it. The dictionary say it. Logic really says it. But I understand that you guys are, some of you, not all of you, not all the people in the trans, some of y'all are trying to blur the lines and change definitions and add words and stuff like that. And then I was looking at the gay guy who was on his channel, and there was a trans woman who's named Flame Monroe. Yeah, her name was Flame Monroe, and Flame Monroe identifies as a trans woman. That's what Flame Monroe identifies as. And here's a picture of Flame Monroe. That's a trans woman. male born male, transition to woman, right? And and she came out in support of Macy Gray. Like, yes, absolutely. There's a difference between women, trans men, men, and women. Those are the labels. A trans woman is not a woman. A trans man is not a man. A man is not a trans man. A woman is not a trans woman. They're all different. And I could agree with that. That's logical reasoning. But the person that was on Conscious's panel said, and this blew my mind, the person dismissed everything that this trans woman said because this trans woman goes by he, she, and we pronouns. Now, here's where I'm losing my shit. Here's where I need help. The he, she, we, they, isn't that the category that you want to belong to? I'm a he, I'm a she, I'm a we. That's what but the person's also trans. The person is a trans woman who wants to be known as called he, she, we. So because it's he in there, you're dismissing this trans woman because she doesn't identify and wants to be called she, because this person is acknowledging that she came from a male biology and is actually using it right. You're dismissing it because it should just say she. You need to be a trans woman and identify purely as she to have a dog in this fight. It's so effed up. And there is so much confusion. And there's so much like levels and compartmentalization and factors in this LGBTQ movement that it makes my head want to explode. Because, you know, the LGBTQ movement ain't going nowhere. I mean, this is more gays, more trans, more. It's growing. And it's going to be something big. We as a heterosexual community have to learn to live with these people peacefully. So why not embrace them? And here am I trying to embrace them. And what's the best way to embrace the people that you know nothing about or little about? You go research and get knowledge of it. But when I get knowledge, the knowledge of how they believe contradicts logic. And it ruins and scrambles my brain. And I've realized so far that I have to convolute reality and facts in order to understand where they're coming from. And that is not right. That is not the world that I want to live in. I feel like a lot of them don't even know what the freak going on. They just want to wear a dress, call themselves a woman, suck some cock, and live free. But then everybody, and here's the problem. Everybody wants to put an identity on something. Everybody wants to label something. Oh, so you're born male, but you like to have sex with men? Yeah. Do you like to dress like a woman? Yeah, I feel like a woman in my body, man. You know. Oh, so you're a trans woman then. And you have cis underlying, but you're trans. What do you identify as? What do you want me to call? What is all that? So you're a they, them, she pronoun, trans woman with cis tendencies. Yo, no. That's wrong. That is what's effing everything up. These labels, the identifies, it creates groups and factions. It creates gangs, cliques, mob mentality. It's wrong. It's absolutely wrong. I will never agree with this. Why can't it just be that he just wants to suck some meat and sometimes he just want to get some vag? And sometimes maybe he wants to marry only a woman. And maybe he wants to have kids. Maybe he doesn't want to have kids. How about it's just him being him? He don't need to belong to your clique, your crew, your group. He don't need your they, him, hum, all these labels. And a lot of people, I feel like, are forced into these labels that they didn't even want to be part of. They just want to live their lives. So I feel like we are in a society where it's crumbling, but it's like, dang, bro, what do we do? Like how do you gain knowledge and erase confusion between heterosexual and the LGBTQ movement? But when you learn about them, it's confusion even over there amongst themselves. The L is feuding with the B's feuding with the G and the Q don't F with the F. It's crazy. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think. Is Macy Gray wrong? I don't think she's wrong at all, because being a woman is being female, and I ain't changing that. It's just a fact of life. But let me know in the comment section what you think. Make it make sense. Here's a question. Can you identify as a trans woman and have a pronoun he, she, and we? That's the question for my trans viewers, gay viewers. Well, help me. Can you be a trans woman and want to be identified as he, she, and we? And can you have an opinion on does being identified as a he, as a he, she, as a trans woman disqualify them from being a trans woman? Because that's what that other trans woman did. That trans woman said, oh, you identify as he and she, so you're not really a trans woman. You're something else. She gave him a label. That is so effed up. That is so effed up. So please let me know in the comment section what you guys think. Help me.